Hey folks, Ethan Fletcher, Best in Bend, South Bend, Indiana car guy. Today I would like to talk a little bit more about safety. And here's why. Do you know who the most vulnerable people in the case of a car accident are? If you guessed children, you guessed right, because that's who. Your children, your grandchildren, whether they're a month old, 5 years old, 10 years old, it doesn't matter. They're the smallest, weakest, most vulnerable people in the case of a car accident. And you know who cares about your children? Maybe not as much as you do, but Ford does. And that's why they are putting a ton of research and effort into making sure that we have some of the safest vehicles on the road because of how much we care. Today, I have a Ford Edge here, and a lot of the safety features that are in the Ford Edge, okay, carry over into the other vehicles that Ford sells. I picked this one because of some of the features I want to talk about. It's easier to show you. So all I really care about is the back seat, the passenger compartment. There's a couple things Ford has done. First of all, they have specially placed door trim that in the case of a side impact, it's going to divert the energy away from the passengers on the inside. Now, obviously, if somebody hits you at 100 miles an hour, there's so much that it can do. But it's designed with crumple technology to avoid that. Also, they use side intrusion beams with high-strength boron steel. That way, the occupants are protected. They're using the door itself to protect the occupants. Now, here in the back, there's a couple things. Of course, you have your safety latches so that you can properly secure the car seat, booster seat, keep them safe. Listen, there's a lot of people out there that aren't using those. Please, please, please start using those. Something else I want to show you. You see this seat belt and how it's thicker than a lot of seat belts? This is an option on almost all Ford vehicles. It's called the rear inflatable safety belt. Now you're probably thinking, why would I want to put something so big on my child's neck? Well, here's the deal. They found that this is actually more comfortable than most seat belts. It doesn't cut into the child's neck quite as much. In the case of an accident and the airbags blow, it's going to inflate, okay? It has accordion crumple, they call it an accordion crumple, where it comes out. It doesn't blow up in their face, okay? It gets bigger and it puts the force of the impact over a larger area on their chest, okay? That way they don't get smashed and bruised all in one spot, and it keeps them much safer. It's also going to help with keeping their heads from snapping around quite as much, depending on the size of the child. Does not interfere with a properly installed child seat. Also, the other thing that you have in this vehicle, you have roll fold technology. There's airbags that are going to come down over the window in the case of an accident if the vehicle rolls over, or if it senses a side collision. That way they don't get hit with glass, they don't have their head smacking the window. So it's going to come down from up here, and that's independent of the other airbags in the car, okay? This vehicle has its own sensors, so the airbags will come over this and keep the occupants safe, okay? So that's just a couple of the things. There is so much more technology in this vehicle to keep everyone safe, but especially the children. Those are a couple things that Ford takes very seriously, making sure that they work properly in the cars. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Have a great day.